I've been thinking about the concept of beginning again. I started many months ago. Let's see, I can look in my sketchbook. Oh gosh, maybe in January? No, February 23rd. I started in February 23rd, a 100-day project, and I got like a month in, maybe longer, maybe 2 months. And then I got really sick and I traveled a bunch, which is why I got really sick, I think. And I just stopped. The project. The project was self-portraits, not with the idea that I'm trying to capture exactly what I look like, but really more in light of doing something every day and working on the figure. And it just faded away. And I think so many of our good intentions or things we're going to do just sort of fade away. But I was thinking today about, you could just start again. Just keep going. It doesn't matter that there's a massive gap of a couple of months. Who cares? I just can pick up where I left off. And so today I'm just going to draw and we can talk about beginning again and what that means to us. So glad you're here. The light's a little strange because it's sunny finally. It's rained for weeks and weeks. And so we're going to start in my sketchbook. I'm going to clean these off. These are a fun project that I'll talk about another day. I'm enjoying doing these very simple, stylized still lifes, but we'll talk about that a different day. Here's my sketchbook. Let's start with how I started, and then we'll do one together. And I think that's probably the best way. So if we go back to, here we are, February. It's hard to see, I understand, but I'll try to put that up as best I can. February 23rd was the first, and then this one. And I'm never really trying to capture perfect likeness, just a feeling, playing with new materials, responding to world events through a self-portrait, trying to do it as quickly as I can, focusing on all sorts of things. You can see just very stylized. And still there's something kind of marvelous that I love about them. This was while I was on a Zoom. Some I look tired. I love this surprised look. Here's another one. Oh, this one is so scary, but I kind of like it. Then I did these little captures. And then this one in a towel, a single line. I just think this is acrylic. Let's see, oh, here's more, 4 smaller ones, a larger one. And then that might be it. Yeah, I think that. Oh, well, here's these, but they're not numbered. And then yes, I think then we end. Okay, so we will open up to where we are today, here, and we'll do one here. I think I'm going to use marker, and I have my iPad set up on my desk, which will be what I'll use. But I'm going to use these Sharpie. These are Sharpie acrylic markers. They're called Sharpie Creative Marker. And lots of colors. Not particularly looking for a color that works, that is like lifelike. So what does it mean to begin again? I have been a Zen practitioner or student for 10 years or longer, probably. I've been meditating for over 30, and then started practicing Zen meditation in the 2010, 2011, and then sat with a teacher for quite a while in 2015. And so I say that to say that the whole purpose of meditation is to begin again. That's what you're doing. You just, every day, you're beginning again. And I think sometimes in my art practice, I get caught up in just the idea that I didn't complete it, right? I didn't follow through. So the 100-day project is a perfect example of that, is that I didn't complete it, and then so I should just forget it or give up. And why is that? Why can't we just begin again? Every day is a new day, and we have the opportunity to keep going, pick up where we were. And I think part of it, for me anyway, is that there's a pressure and then a disappointment and then a reluctance. So there's a pressure to do the project, whatever that might be, and then you didn't do it or you didn't complete it. So then there's a disappointment, and then there's a reluctance to begin again because you feel a bit like you failed. And I don't think that's necessary. I think life is long and we can relax a little. So what project did you start that you stopped doing that you could pick up? What is there on your art table or in your sketchbook or on your easel that you kind of gave up, but you think maybe you could start again? I think this idea that if we didn't complete it, we are a failure is wrong. I think the practice is about beginning again, trying again, starting again. I know that this is the same in relationships, that every day is a new start. I've been married for over 35 years, and that's not easy to be married for a really long time. And one of the things I know about marriage is that every day you get to reboot or restart again. And I think it's the same with friendships. I think it's the same with work. I think it's the same with health things or exercise practices. I think we have this opportunity to start again over and over and over. And I'm really relishing it. I'm relishing the idea that I can take this project that I was excited about, but then life happened. I didn't feel well, and I wasn't doing any art. Not just this, I wasn't doing anything. And so I'm looking forward to taking this practice forward and continuing. I think that there's value in that. And I think that it'll be interesting to see what these self-portraits look like. Will they be different? Will they have a different flavor? Or will I try new things? I think that's exciting. And I love to take you along on it, and we'll continue. And I hope that whatever you're doing, you are allowing yourself the grace to put things down when you have too much going on and then pick it up again. Just pick it up again. Whatever it is, you can always start again. So I'm not sure which number this is. And so let's go back. There's a few that weren't numbered, so we will just number those. So this is 28, 33, 34, 38, 39, This would be 40 and 41. I don't have dates on them, but I'm in a plane, so I have an idea, but we'll just do 40 out of 100. And this will be 41 out of 100. And then we'll go to the one we just did, and it'll be 42. Yeah, I hope if there's something that you have stopped doing, that you'll just start doing it again. If you liked it, I'm not asking you to start something that you don't enjoy, but instead thinking about things you do enjoy. And even though you set a goal for yourself, life got in the way, just start again. Just begin again. I think that's sort of the practice, really, is just beginning again. And I'll see you next time.